Pimento University. Pimento U. Good old P.U.
Pimento U, oh sweet P.U., thy fragrant odor scents the air. A pox on Yale, poo-poo Purdue, Pimento U, my college fair. Oh, sweet
Out and away the most popular fellows at, Out and away, the most popular fellows at old P.U. are the three Dover boys. Tom, the fun-loving member of the trio. Dick, a serious lad of 18 summers, plus a winter in Florida, as related in the Dover boys in the Everglades. And Larry, the youngest of the three brothers. A gay outing at the park has been planned by the merry trio, and they're off to fetch their fiancée, dainty Dora Standpipe, at Miss Cheddar's Female Academy close by. With their usual punctuality, the boys arrive at the appointed hour of 3.
Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo!
And are soon on their rollicking way. Forced to pass a certain public house, a tavern of unsavory repute, our young friends meet the distressing situation with their usual uncompromising moral fortitude. Little do they know that even now, within this very tavern, Dan Backslide, the former sneak of Roquefort Hall, coward bully, cad and thief, and arch enemy of the Dover boys, squanders his misspent life.
Hark! The Dover boys. Drat them. Double drat them. They are escorting Dora Standpipe. Dear rich Dora Standpipe, how I love her! Father's money. Confound those Dover boys! Oh, how I hate them! I hate Tom! I hate Dick! And I hate Larry! They drive me to drink! Confound them. Found them!
But let us draw the curtain on this sordid scene and turn to more pleasant surroundings, where we find our young friends engaged in a spirited game of hide, go, and seek.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55.
No! In here! No, up here!
No, over here!
Over here. In here.
No, in here!
No, in here. Over here.
Over here!
Up there.
In here!
Over here.
In here!
In here. Over here.
No, here!
Over here.
No, here!
No.
510, 515, 500.
Over here.
Over here!
No, there.
Over here!
Whoops. Sorry.
No, here!
Over here.
Over here!
Over here.
No! In here!
The Dover boys. Then Dora must be alone and unprotected! A runabout. I'll steal it! No one will ever know!
about Dora? Will no one save her from this predicament? Will no one come to her assistance? But hold on. What's this? It looks like an alert young scout. And that's just what it is. He'll not fail her, I'll venture.
Telegram for the Dover boys. Mrs. Tom, Dick, and Larry, Caraway with Tavern Upper Bottleneck, New York. Says, quote, help! Unquote. Signed Dora. 35 cents collect. Help, Tom! Help, Dick! Help, Larry!
Oh, Dora dear, sweet Dora dear, keep courage up and chin held high. The stalwart sons of old P.U. are here at hand to do or die. P.U., P.U., we're all for you. Yay, boo!
Unhand her, Dan Backslide. Unhand her, Dan Backslide. Unhand her, Dan Backslide. Hey, we're getting in a rut. Stand up and fight, you coward, bully, cat, and thief. Oh, you haven't been thrashed enough yet, eh?
And now it is time to say goodbye. Goodbye.
And we're live.
Oh, how beautiful. Yeah, yeah, I
I
imagine
gotta get
it-
myself positioned here. Where the fuck's the mic?
it's right there.
Oh, I see. It's angled way over here.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine that this is what would happen to anyone who kidnapped Harley Quinn. Yes, beat per freaking beat.
Alright, I need to move my chair. And break everything.
Yay, breaking things!
Wait, why don't we have the game already? Shit! We're a little bit, slow tonight.
Yeah.
In the brain.
Which reminds me, I'd wanted to go ahead and make the announcement that because of various real-life events that have been really squeezing on our ability to do the Wednesday night broadcasts, we're going to be taking a bit of a hiatus from it for a while.
Yep.
I humbly apologize to everyone who has been, really counting on these, but the Sunday broadcast will continue unabated, and we are going to go back to the Wednesday night streams.
Yeah, we'll just be taking a hiatus for a while after this one.
Yeah, we will make an announcement. What do you mean slow tonight? Thank you so much. I'm not going to push back against it, though.
Yeah. Oh, I think I need to resize the game window. Hold up.
Alright. So, anyway, yeah. Gonna be taking a bit of a hiatus so we can focus on some of the day-to-day stuff that has been pushing against this. Get that stuff squared away.
Sorry for the strobe lights, ladies and gentlemen. There we go.
And then we'll be back on Wednesday nights again as soon as we reasonably can. But in the meantime, yes, we will still have the Sunday streams. And of course, everything is going to be archived on YouTube, so you don't have to worry about missing out on anything. Rejoice, all is well. Scorch can be beautiful too.
We don't. Okay, yeah, we got game audio. Thank God. I did not do nearly as many checks as I normally do before we went live. I also didn't put out a community post, which I've been meaning to do lately. Kind of a lot of the symptoms of the cause for the upcoming hiatus for the Wednesday streams were on display tonight.
Yeah, the squeeze that I was talking about earlier Yeah. You're seeing the effects of it, and it's getting worse instead of better. So
Yeah. Because like, I have to get, I get off work from my annoying day job that I do still generally like, but it still wipes me out. Practically right before we go live, and then I have to get home, hit the ground running, and then get everything set up, and then we go. And that has been progressively a greater and greater toll lately. So for that and other reasons, we'll be on hiatus for a while.
we'll get things figured out.
New part-time job.
Woot. So remind me, what are those M's?
Those are free fight missions. They're completely optional. You can win a little bit of cash by doing them. They're usually pretty hard.
Well, and again, I think if I was playing alone, that could be fun. But
Yeah,
I don't know
don't
that
park
would really
right next to
be
it, please.
entertaining
Not
to
again.
watch. I mean,
At least you push the right button. This time.
Here?
I think the mic needs to be adjusted a little bit.
I'm going to miss these moments.
There we go.
Third class man.
I am not going to miss the moments of you deliberately parking wrong to annoy me. For the record.
Oh, come on. It's done out of love.
No. I reject that out of hand.
I have not mastered the secret of the first class yet. It's not too bad. The first-rated god will give a hard-working man a little smile.
What about a big smile?
No. Today's job has been listed on the bulletin board. I do not know why I am here. So...
Number 5.
4.
Go right and then down.
Right? Down.
Yeah, right there.
There we go.
Not reading the menu very well, huh? Fraud. Well, we're what?
Oh, okay, I
5 minutes
see.
in, I'm already prodding. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was like... So apparently, amongst the various things that are pinned there, to the left is a handy guide. All right, then.
Yeah, it's not that just pushing the D-pad mysteriously changes the setting on the right. There are a series of post-it notes on the left that represent each job, and you move the glowing indicator between them to select which one.
I do not understand this
Left
strange
to-
and vile sorcery!
That's absolutely not... That's not okay. I shouldn't have read that out loud, even. Gremlin is being bizarre tonight.
Heh. Well, that's just part of why we love him.
Yes.
So, clean up the mines buried in the beach. A bonus will be paid due to how dangerous the work is. Didn't I just finish a bunch of beach mine stuff with that one daughter of war that...
Well, yeah, but, she left way more mines there for you than you manually found, so time to go clean up what's left over.
And now it's...
I say tonight.
Again, I say tonight. And now it's on me to go and manually find the rest of them?
Yeah, but 2,000 LB per, so it's not terrible.
I sense tragedy. But very well.
Do it.
Trevor Coyote to subscribe and desktop.
I can sense the cheering in the background. Do it, do it, do it.
I'm tired out of my head tonight, wow. You know when you're really, really sleepy and you start to kind of mildly hallucinate because you're starting to dream while awake?
Only when I'm driving. Why?
Well, that's where I'm at.
You're driving? Oh god.
What? No. The first part.
Ah, yes. So...
Down to the beach.
Aha.
Around your bike because you parked too close. Remember, hitboxes.
Hitboxes, right.
What? No, you didn't need to... You can just circle around it!
But I bet I can get down there. Ah, ha, ha.
No, that doesn't work.
I defy this false prophecy.
Please.
So that's how that's pronounced.
Depends on who you ask. You can't drive down there. Get the fuck off the fucking bike and walk the fuck down there.
Well, are my two little weak, spindly little legs? Have you seen me without... Actually, no, we have not seen Travis Touchdown.
Holy shit. Gremlin knows the struggle is real. Holy crap. Like,
Yeah.
it's completely untenable to work 40 hours a week, get 8 hours of sleep a night, and ever play video games, which is the main reason why my sleep suffers.
Yeah.
As well as the fact that I'm working to maintain this channel as well.
There are some companies that are experimenting with basically, hey, we're not going to require 40 hours a week, but we're going to still pay you ultimately a living wage. And thus far, the evidence looks like productivity week for week is not dropping.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. There was some experiment in some U.S. territory or other where they dropped down from a 5-day work week to a 4-day work week. They went from 40 hours a week to 32, paying them the equivalent of working 40 hours a week by giving them pay raises, and productivity did not suffer in the slightest, and the company did not pay any more.
Please tell me one of these companies is in this area.
I don't think so.
I have no idea. I have not actually read the study or the experiment itself.
I remember finding a lead a while ago on some potential actual remote work from home stuff after months of getting nothing but fucking scams that I had to dodge left and right.
I heard it from a guy who heard it from a guy. So this is not something that's reliable, but I'm hopeful. The unspoken rules of Sun to Destroy indicate danger. No one swims on the beach here.
I don't think that's his voice, but all right.
I'm thinking back to the Street Fighter movies.
Oh,
with Sonny Chiba. Yeah, that was the voice his father would give him. He would like get beaten down to where he basically couldn't move anymore. Then he would hear the inspirational words that his father told him as a small child, just before dying by firing squad.
Did this happen often?
Kinda.
Did he die by firing squad frequently?
I think so.
I don't think that works.
There are military mines buried in the sand, after all. The army used the beach for testing out new maneuvers.
Oh, that's why they're here. Okay.
I was going to say that's why they have such a small army left. You know, either way. You won't see any girls in bikinis. You might see pieces of the bikini. No girls. And you'll need a metal detector to avoid getting a serious sunburn in your bikini. What else would you expect from this place anyway? Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, it's Sand to Destroy, after all.
No tourists, no sunbathers, no logic. The god of landmines hates metal detectors.
Okay. I love how he always has a new god whenever he does one of these rants.
Yeah, I live in fear of this man's pantheon. So, go work persistently. Oh, my son. You must train. You must become the #1 man. And never let anyone beat you. Then use your beam katana to destroy the...
Use the beam katana to destroy the mines. There'll just be a button prompt you press.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just be systematic about this.
Yep. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. Oh, you're close. Keep going.
I'm proceeding cautiously. Okay.
Okay, so I think you missed it.
How did I miss it?
Well, you walked... Oh, it was probably to the left or right of the narrow, straight line you walked. There you go. Oh, nope.
Found it.
Once you see the prompt, stop moving. There you go. Nailed it. Yeah, the downside of getting blown up is just that it takes more time. It still counts as a mine found in terms of your payout. Oh, you're slightly off.
That's a handy little device he has.
Oh yeah, that's a reference to Tim Burton's Batman, the "You're his number one a guy." Fun fact, I've seen many Batman movies. That is not one of the Batman movies I have seen.
Really?
Yeah, I've never seen it. The 1993 Batman that everybody goes gaga over, that played a major part in reinventing Batman within the zeitgeist, never seen it.
Found one.
Yep. Match buttons.
It's really weird going from a game that you're not supposed to mash buttons to this one.
Yeah, in this game, bashing buttons is perfectly fine, and at times your best option. When you get trampled in combat sequences, for example, to get Travis back up on his feet faster, you wiggle the stick frantically in random directions. Yeah, I have
Oh, look,
seen,
we're in Sector 24.
the Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy, which had their ups and their hilarious downs. Batman Begins is an almost perfect Batman movie, except for like a grab bag of small problems, and then the one big problem, which if you haven't seen Batman Begins and you don't want spoilers, I'm just surprised about if both of those things were true about you and you're watching this stream, but let it be said, I guess play some very loud, aggressive jazz over what I'm about to say. The Ra's al Ghul death, where Batman definitely murdered him, but then pretended that he didn't, and the film supported that. that was pretty stupid. Also, I'm surprised that actually killed Ra's, given that he's Ra's.
Yeah, in the comics, that would not have killed Ray.
Yeah, no fucking way. Hey, new job for you, third rater. Something shadier, but we're all the same. Good. That was my major problem. Every other problem was just a handful of, like, a line here, a design choice there. Very minor stuff that doesn't really hurt the film majorly in any way. But the one part that does hurt the film in a major way is the Ra's al Ghul murder that the movie pretends was, like, totally not a murder, you guys.
Yeah, the Keaton movie, also, where it's like, you are my number one, a guy.
Yeah, that was...
Batman kills almost as many people as the Joker.
Oh, holy shit. I've never seen that one, but oh, holy shit. That one, wait, it was directed by Tim Burton, right?
Yeah, they kept him under a tight leash for that one.
They let him loose with the one
third.
with the stitch mark Catwoman
Yeah.
and the Danny DeVito Penguin. Another movie another Batman film I have not seen. That was an ineffective cop-out, agreed. The Dark Knight, I think, was even closer to perfect. It was so good. It had a couple of small stumbles, but I love The Dark Knight. I'm pretty much a basic bitch in that I really, really enjoy it. Hold on, don't be so hasty. There are new jobs that you haven't done before.
Well, yeah, but I really want to kill this guy.
Yeah, but I think there's a round 3 with Pizza Butt that pays out even more that you've unlocked now.
Well, I'll do that one too. I just want to kill Pizza Butt.
That's fair. He literally blows up an entire factory filled with overtime workers. Oh my god. And he assumes our Joker minions.
And, well, it had all of the factory workers in it, plus most of the street enforcers for a mafia or magia style gang.
What the hell?
So he might have actually killed more people than the Joker.
How is that a Batman? Batman don't kill people. Holy fuck.
See, that's one of the problems that Hollywood has been having for a long time with comic book movies, is the idea of the superhero not just being a vigilante with powers or badass skills, but being a person who has superpowers, badass skills, and either treasures life to such an extent that they refuse to kill, or recognizes that if they start killing people, the government is going to be down on them like white on rice.
Yeah, that's an important part of what makes a superhero, and not just a thug with powers,
Yeah.
is the careful restraint. That's why the Punisher is not a superhero. He is a vigilante with a comic line.
Yeah, it's an important difference.
Like,
And not only do a variety of people want to try to drive, and undo that misunderstanding, the Punisher himself also...
wrong guy.
Wrong guy.
Just let go of the water.
Sorry, dude. My bad.
Whoopsies. No hard feelings, huh?
Yeah, we're good, right?
No, you just sliced him in half too. Oh no, you didn't. Okay. I thought he was close enough to get hit by
Yeah,
that.
he'll just go through the rest of his life with some serious burn scars. It'll be fine.
Oh, I forgot the game's a little bit too loud right now. I had it turned up for late.
Oh,
There we
yeah.
go. Very slight modification, but there you go.
Yeah, he deliberately murders all of the personnel necessary to run an entire chemical plant at double time. And with them, at least 100 or so street enforcers. And then he deliberately goes out of his way to murder...
Don't go there.
Don't go there.
Yeah, go to the Skeleton City for another kill mission.
Then he deliberately goes out of his way to kill the Joker, too. The Joker is on the verge of doing an escape by helicopter. And...
Was he, like, blown up with an RPG like it's Resident Evil?
No. No.
Oh, damn, that'd be really fun.
But he actually endangers his life and the life of his current love interest while they're hanging off of a precipice.
Holy shit!
To make sure that he can divide his strength, agility, and attention to make the Joker dead. And then only when he is satisfied that the Joker is the deadest guy in Deadonia does he get around to pulling himself and the lady in question up.
This movie sounds terrible. Why do people like it?
The acting was good, and there are some scenes that are really well done and incredibly iconic.
I like the design of the Batmobile and the Batsuit. I've seen those before.
Mhm.
Those are pretty iconic, I think. But holy fuck, it sounds like it has more wrong with it than right.
It kind of does.
Yeah, higher numbered missions, which are lower on the list, will always have higher payouts. So you should probably do gigs 9 and 10 to see how much you get for each one. It'll probably be more than Pizza Butt. Well, go down.
Yeah, I know. I
Hold on. I saw something else go by. What was the 90K? Oh, that's the kill 100 enemies. That one's real slow because it's 100 enemies.
Yeah.
Probably not worth farming, but Bottom Sand Beach. What's 9? Avalanche Hold Station. Dark Side Mode. That was probably pretty fast. I wouldn't do the batting one. That was annoying. So 9 and 10 you should probably do.
Alright, let's see here.
Dark Side Mode. So that's easy enough.
Kill as many as you can within the time limit. Mission ends when the time runs out.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Not sure why you did 10 before 9, but alright.
May you find your
Just cuz.
It doesn't really matter. But I had a point to get to ages ago, but had to hold my tongue because you were finishing your point. But on the topic of the no-kill rule for Batman in general.
Yes.
Bridging on to that, that's something that's present in My Hero Academia. The author of that series understands that the no-kill is a very important part of the hero mythos. Specifically the superhero mythos. So, pro heroes in that world, one of the requirements is you can't knowingly kill villains. You need to detain them and have them arrested and put in super jail.
Yeah.
You don't murder villains. That's strictly not allowed.
Well, there's also a functional aspect of it. Any government, whether or not the government supports a justice system of trial by your peers and stuff like that, the only way that a government can maintain its power and survive is by maintaining a monopoly on the power of life and death over its citizens. That's why people have to go through a trial process, or at least a pretrial hearing, generally. Even if it was in self-defense, that's to determine whether or not the government will retroactively give them permission to have killed that person.
Yeah.
If you have a vigilante just killing people 24/7, it doesn't matter what the cause of it is. It won't be too long before people start being like, so why do we have cops? Why do we have judge and jury when we just have the executioner right here?
Yeah, who needs a whole justice system when we just have the Punisher? Am I right, fellas?
Yeah, exactly.
The worst fucking take. But
nice, 3 and 1.
That was beautiful, 3 for 1. In My Hero Academia, it's pretty clear that
come back to me.
The death penalty doesn't exist within this version of Japan's justice system. I have no idea what real life Japan is like. But at least in this version of Japan, there's no death penalty. You could get life in prison, but the state ain't gonna kill you. I don't say that because they explicitly mentioned at one point, yeah, death penalty, we don't have that here. But because we see the worst villain imaginable, body count in the thousands, public enemy number 1, gets apprehended by a hero and then just gets locked up forever. So, yeah, they don't have death penalty. The thing about Burton Batman is Jack Nicholson's Joker. Right, I've seen a couple clips of him and I think he does do a good performance.
Yeah, he does a great Joker. He really does.
But, now, the villain in question in My Hero Academia, who they lock up forever, they do have him in an extremely high-tech cell because of his horrifying number of incredible superpowers. They've got him in full-body restraints up to the neck. Hypersensitive cameras watching him for any hint of escape-like movement. Extremely powerful machine guns pointed at him at all times, ready to fire at him if he tries to escape. And then they also have the technology to monitor his brainwaves in case they detect that he has a thought that seems to go enough in the direction of escaping, which point will also be shown. So they aren't explicitly killing him, but if he as much as has a dedicated thought about trying to escape, they will kill him. And this might sound like extreme overkill, but given who it isn't. Because this supervillain is fucking powerful enough to be on, like, demigod status of terrifying, city-destroying power. So this is the most humane thing they can do with him, without just putting a bullet in him from the start. Oh, but speaking of My Hero Academia, I wanted to mention Coyote. In my current rewatch of the anime series, I was reminded of how you and I have had a couple of different discussions. That's not a bad payout for 2 minutes, though there are better. But anyway,
yeah,
when we talked about the world in broad strokes, you've mentioned before that you think if you were a character in that world, just because you would want to use your powers without regulation, that you'd end up being a villain.
That is the impression I've gotten from half discussions with people that I have had. Now, some of the stuff that you've said kind of flew in the face of that before. But yeah, the impression that I had gotten until you and I started talking about it in depth was that, you know, if I had superpowers and I wanted to use them at my whim rather than just sell myself to law enforcement, that I would be branded a supervillain.
No, you'd be told not to use your powers to intervene with villains. You'd get lectured, and I think there's even fines at some point of infraction. But no, you don't get labeled a supervillain for using your powers without explicitly having a hero license. That said, you also aren't a direct employee of the government if you are a pro-hero. I want to make that abundantly clear. You aren't an extension of the military. You aren't an extension of the police. You are an independent contractor who has been given a license to operate as a hero, who runs your own business or works with a different business that is a separate entity from the government.
very different than the impression I had been given.
Yeah, you are not police, you are not military, you are not FBI. You are an independent contractor who's been granted permission by the government to use your superpowers to protect people because you've demonstrated you have the education to do it safely. It's like many other professional licenses where the field is so specific and risks people's lives enough, you need to demonstrate proof that you know what the fuck you're doing before you do it. Not too dissimilar, but also a different field than being like a doctor. You can't just say, nah, I know how to cut people open without killing them, trust me, and grab a scalpel and get to work. You need to go to school and prove you can actually do that without killing people.
Yeah, see, what I had been told was, well, it's kind of like Civil War. And I read those comics. And Civil War...
When I said that, I didn't know what Civil War actually was. I had seen the MCU Civil War, which doesn't resemble the comic Civil War.
Yeah, well, the thing is, you were not the only or the first person to tell me that.
Oh, man.
And I'm sort of like, okay, yeah, in Civil War in the comics, anyone with superpowers... Yeah, I know, but I don't want it yet.
All right. Well,
I want to buy a few things.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm just trying to figure out how to get there.
You want to buy clothes?
Yeah, I want a train, and I want a cookie.
Okay, well, the training is down that way. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean the tone like that. But yeah, you head to the kanjis to do training.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there.
Left. I'll give you turn by turn. Nope.
So
okay.
in the comics, first thing they did was anyone who is possessing a superpower or a degree of skill such that they can potentially keep up with superpowers is considered a living weapon of mass destruction.
Fuck you.
And literally, if your only power is telekinetic flight, you may not use that power without registering with the I don't remember what the acronym is for, but you have to register with SHIELD.
Mm-hmm.
You're considered an extension of SHIELD, and through SHIELD, an extension of governmental forces, answerable to the government.
Yeah, no.
And if they decide that they really don't like you, or if you're causing problems, the best you can hope for is that they will put you in solitary confinement, possibly for life. Worst case scenario, they put you in Section 42, which is in the negative zone. And so you're not just removed from your country, you're removed from
reality.
You're removed from your world. And as part of that, you are put in a place where one of the side effects of being there for any period of time is crippling anxiety and depression.
Oh, fuck you, people.
So, on top of...
If you think of Azkaban, the wizard prison from Harry Potter, which is just a torture center for criminals, and that's amazingly amoral.
Yeah, so, above and beyond standard solitary confinement, it is cruel and unusual punishment.
Yeah, that's fucking disgusting. No. That is not how My Hero Academia works, and I'm sorry you were misled for so long.
And under the right circumstances, a person can just be put in there because they don't want to cooperate until they decide to cooperate.
Yeah, okay, let's take the same scenario in My Hero Academia. Let's say your quirk is telekinetic flight, that you can just fly yourself freely, pull down both. There you go. Fly around freely. You can only move yourself. That's your one thing is flight. That's your quirk, flight.
Yeah.
That's a purely non-combative quirk. You could train to use it combatively if you want to just fly up and punch people, and you've trained in martial arts and you use your flight to close the distance or fight people in midair. That's possible. But on its own, it's non-combative. You can fly around as much as you want, anywhere you want, at all times. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody's going to say boo. You do not need a license to fly. You can do whatever, as long as you aren't starting fights with people using your quirk, or intervening in supervillainy and engaging in vigilantism with your flight. If you're just flying to work and back, that's fine. Nobody cares. You need no license for that.
Yeah, see, when I've referred to it as something that sounded like a serious dystopia.
Yeah.
That was why, because of
now
that.
I understand.
Because of the comparison.
Yeah, you were just drastically misled as to what MHA actually is in any real capacity. The only reason why there's the requirements for license at all is just because quirks can endanger people, and you should know what you're doing before you actively use them in combat situations. The requirements are extremely steep. If you get bad enough grades, you're just never going to be able to get into a hero academy, and that blows, but they demand extremely high standards for being a hero because of the incredible responsibility that comes with it. You have to prove yourself to be exemplary in most categories in order to have a shot, which, again, is frustrating that there's that barrier of entry. You have to be good at stuff that doesn't explicitly involve heroing in order to be a hero, and that's annoying. That's a symptom of Japanese culture. That you have to get good marks in all categories, even in shit that has nothing to do with punching bad guys, in order to get the license to punch bad guys. It's stupid, but that's just how school be. But it does make perfect sense that you would need to go through extreme training to be a hero before you'd be given a license. And we see that one rescue exam was a great example of in My Hero Academia about the responsibilities. Exactly, yeah. There's one exam that they have to take to get their provisional license. It's multi-part. The last one is a rescue scenario where they have multiple people playing the roles of injured civilians during a disaster. And you're scored not just on how quickly and efficiently you get people out and to where they need to go to be healed, but also in how you interact with these civilians, like how you treat them, both physically and how you talk to them. Your attitude will be scored. How you prioritize injuries in order of most severe to least severe will be scored. Things like that. One of the heroes, Bakugo, whose quirk is Explosion, which matches his explosive personality, failed that portion of the exam because he just kept yelling at the simulated victims and had awful bedside manner when getting them to safety. And yeah, it's cool that your quirk is powerful and you are really, really good at punching the bad guys, but you need to also know how to handle civilians in a crisis, and he really doesn't. So, they don't just say, well, you failed the exam, tough luck, you can't be a hero now. They say, we're going to put you through special exams in order to get you caught up with your peers and back on track. So there are multiple points where our students, some of them stumble where others succeed, and the whole staff takes it upon themselves to help them get caught up and do whatever it takes to overcome their shortcomings and be able to be heroes. And that's my favorite part about it, is every member of the staff at the academy really, really cares about these students achieving their dreams and becoming the best heroes they can be. And as a result, sometimes they're harsh, but even their homeroom teacher, Aizawa, has to learn over time that maybe in some ways his tough love is doing more damage to his relationship with the students than it is benefiting their training, and he has to dial back in a few areas.
Okay, so I'm going to...
Where are you going, by the way?
Well, I'm going to bring us back to the game briefly.
You want clothing? T-shirt.
Which one is the T-shirt?
51
okay.
T-shirt there.
Okay, there it is.
On the pink band, yep.
Alright, thank you.
You have a really hard time reading this map, but I don't blame you. There's
well,
a lot
it's
of clustered
not.
Icons.
Yeah, it's not necessarily the map's fault. I just, as aforementioned, the only things dealing with video games that I really have a problem with generally are symbol recognition and timing. Everything else, no problem.
And those are basically the two halves of what make a video game.
Yeah, that's basically what video games are, is symbol recognition and timing.
But those are both things I excel at.
Strange that you seem so good at video games.
Yeah. But, yeah, I really like the superhero world of My Hero Academia. I think it's a very optimistic one. Especially with the symbol of peace, All Might, and how just by being the one seemingly indestructible superhero that he was, he had a tangible impact on crime worldwide. The world did genuinely... I love that shirt so much. The world genuinely did become way, way safer just because he existed and was doing his hero stuff. The Anarchy shirt's also awesome and classic.
Jab, 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 jab. No, that's Ja.
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 It's Rasta colors. Love, it's sniper. If you run, you'll only die tired. Yeah, I usually wear the sniper t-shirt when I go up against Holly Summers, the last opponent you fought. And You Say Psycho Like It's a Bad Thing is a perfect t-shirt for the next fight, I will say.
Okay, I'll buy that. I'm also wanting this one.
Yeah, the Anarchy t-shirt is awesome.
But
You can't put on shirts here, you can only buy them. You have to go back to your wardrobe to put on them.
I should have bought them in the reverse order.
Yes, I wish I'd warned you in time, but it's a little bit primitive the way the clothing works in this game.
That's okay.
Check out the jackets. There's probably a new jacket. Oh, there's 2 new pairs of jeans. There's a snapping turtle, which are basically bell bottoms. Oh, all right, Donkey.
Hi,
Still don't like Donkey. I like the speckled one, the Ghost Shock. Snapping turtle's okay.
Yeah, I don't know if that's Goshawk or Goshawk.
Goshawk? I don't know.
Go
Rock Shock, Go Shock.
Yeah.
Kangaroo is awesome, really pops. And Blood Mamba is black.
So, I think I'm gonna go with Black Mamba.
Cool.
So, let's see what they've got in the way of jackets.
Yeah. They've probably got a new jacket now. Mount Fuji, that's the new one. It's nice.
It's
but
very
bright.
nice. It's not what I'm in a mood for at the moment.
Yeah, it's bright. Check this, the one there. Oh, that's nature. That's the brown one.
Yeah, that's alright.
Just put on the skeletal tiger one. That would go well with your psycho shirt. Or the zebra.
Yeah. Alright. Well, alright.
Oh, belts.
I'll pick up belts next time.
Alright. Black one you got right now is probably good anyway, for what you're going for.
So, okay. Must get to apartment. And then see whether I still have enough money to do the fight, or do I need to do another mission.
Alright.
So...
I think you only needed 300k LB. I don't think you had any, like, in excess of 350, and I'm pretty sure that they raise in increments of 50 each time.
Alright, so how do I get back home?
You go to the blue icon with the house on it.
Yeah, blue kind. Aha! Okay.
Yeah, it always floats to the top.
Yeah, the little man who's staring at me with the pointy hat. Hello, little man.
That is a house. That is a house. I feel like I had a point I was getting to with My Hero Academia, but I'm pretty sure it's gone now.
Well, I am playing No More Heroes.
Ah! It is funny that that's come up twice in our No More Heroes streams as I've talked about My Hero Academia, and I'm a huge fan of both. I'm a huge fan of the extremely optimistic superhero anime, and of the more nihilistic Punk's Not Dead anti-hero video game series.
Yeah.
Both very, very different vibes, but I love them both for different reasons. And then there's, over here, and also its own little world of weird is Kingdom Hearts, which I adore so, so much. Recently, while talking to an acquaintance, I finally nailed down what is possibly... There's a lot of cop ball over there.
Yeah, and if you park like this, you're a dick.
Yes. Well, you are playing Travis. But, where was I? Right. I recently nailed down while talking to a associate of mine my favorite thing about the Kingdom Hearts series, what I love most about it, and that is that it's sincere. In comparison, the Marvel Cinematic Universe constantly drips in quote-unquote self-aware lampoon and cynicism. There's so many scenes that boil down to, Herder, isn't it so dumb we're wearing brightly colored outfits? Where they just continually hold up the source material that they're adapting to ridicule and have no respect for it all. And just be like, yeah, the very fact that we are a superhero property is farcical and is stupid and for babies. Let's laugh at ourselves. Aren't we so self-aware? Which is extremely just nasty. It's nasty in so many ways. Meanwhile, here's Kingdom Hearts over here with their original anime boy protagonist, Donald Duck and Goofy, on an adventure where they go and hang out with Aladdin and Agrabah and pal around with decidedly not Robin Williams Genie. And they're all playing it completely, sincerely straight. It's like, this is happening, and we're taking it very seriously. Even though they're silly concepts, they're playing it with full emotional sincerity.
Ow.
And I really enjoy that. It wasn't until this other acquaintance of mine articulated it and hit the word sincerity that I went, oh my god, he's absolutely right. That is what I love the most about Kingdom Hearts. It's fucking authentic, and it's unashamed of what it is, and I love it for that.
Yeah.
And it succeeds in creating a very believable world with these silly premises and why are you doing this to hurt me?
Yeah. Why did you ask me the question and tell me the answer all in one sentence?
But losing my thread here, damn it! I'm too tired.
The sincerity of Kingdom Hearts.
You've got all these absurd elements colliding, but at no point does Sora look to the camera and be like, oh wow, this sure is stupid, am I right? I mean, there are a few self-aware moments in Kingdom Hearts 3, but they still come across as ultimately sincere and good-natured. These specific moments, I mean. There's other aspects of Kingdom Hearts 3 that are bizarrely mean-spirited that really take me out of it, but for the most part, KH3 plays it straight, and there's some of the best emotional payoff of the series is in KH3, and I love it for that. Do you not have enough money anymore?
Nope.
How much money do you need?
I don't know.
You can check that in the pause menu.
I have 326,440.
Go through some tabs here. I don't know which one it's on. Ranking. That's probably it. Press A.
Okay.
Yep. You need 350 after all. So you need 24,000 more. You can get that from almost any one jump.
Yay.
You can get that from killing Tier 2 Pizza Butt easy. You still don't have Tier 3 Pizza Butt, which I thought you would by now, but I guess you get that after the next ranked fight.
That's okay. I forgive them. And I get to kill Pizza Butt again. May you find your true path. Because apparently this is not it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed our time with No More Heroes. Obviously, we're coming back to this to finish the job eventually. When we return from the hiatus, I'm honestly not sure if I'm going to suggest we come back to No More Heroes, or if we should come back to Kingdom Hearts.
Well, honestly, No More Heroes is a lot of fun. Both of the Suda51 games I've played, I've enjoyed a great deal for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's been a while since we did Kingdom Hearts. And so, I might change my mind between then and now, but at the moment, I'm leaning towards Kingdom Hearts.
Cool. I think I am too, honestly. I'm really excited to show you more of that game. Those first few streams were kind of magical for me, as silly as that sounds. Just because I adore that game so much, and it fills me with indescribable delight to be able to share it with you.
And even when it's frustrating, like, you know, most of the time I spent on the starting island.
Oh.
It's
frustration. No, I don't remember any frustration there.
It was a really fun game. I really enjoyed it.
That reminds me. If any of you are interested in hearing what, to me, is the greatest breakdown of Kingdom Hearts' successes, failures, and overall appeal out of any video essay I've ever seen, check out the Kingdom Hearts review by the Gaming Brit Show. I also just recommend all of his content in general because it's fucking awesome. He covers a lot of action games, and he's got a thorough deep dive series on Resident Evil, which is amazing, called Road to the Rocket Launcher, which I thoroughly enjoy. Obviously not sponsored or cross-promo or anything like that. I just think he's awesome, and I watch his videos all the time. He's covered Devil May Cry a fair bit. He's talked about Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter. Some of the best games really out there. He's touched a little bit on No More Heroes as well, and some of Suda's other works. So yeah, highly recommend the Gaming Brit. Most of the games he likes, I also absolutely love.
Well, that's how we can know that he has a valid opinion on video games.
He likes the same ones that I do.
Yeah,
exactly.
He agrees with you.
Now, if he just played Disgaea, then he'd be the greatest gaming YouTuber ever.
Unless he didn't like Disgaea 3, in which case he's just a sellout, and whatever happened to him, he used to be cool.
Oh, comment from Gremlin. Going back to an earlier conversation, I can't read that. OSP refers to the Punisher as villain protagonist?
Villain protagonist?
That's pretty accurate, I would say.
I could also... he's also been called an anti-hero.
Yeah, I think anti-hero is a little closer, but I can see villain protagonist. In particular, with... I haven't seen Netflix's Punisher show, but I have seen Netflix's Daredevil, where the Punisher featured heavily for one of the arcs. And in that universe, at least, yeah, villain protagonist sounds about right.
See how far away from it I parked?
Thank you.
Aren't you happy? Doesn't this make you happy?
Yes, moderately. Go and kill.
You must become the #1 man.
First-rate man.
And never let anyone beat you.
Gosh, there's the yawn. It's very appropriate that we've talked a lot about what a hero is and isn't while playing this game.
It is.
Also, going back to an earlier topic from a previous stream of this game, though, regarding this game's seeming complete failure to understand the word assassin, I don't think that that's really what's going on. I think I've done a bit more research on Suda's works, and I think it really does come down to assassin means something different in this universe. Stealth is just not a part of the assassin gig at all. Assassin carries the same weight as superhero in its kind of pulpy pop culture meaning. Almost as amazing as me. Don't break an arm while jilling off there, Sylvia. My God.
I don't want to interrupt your fiesta. Who's next?
As he picks his nose.
Yeah. Better stop that, Travis. Nose picking has been linked to Alzheimer's.
Yo, what's the problem? Something wrong? Hello?
I'm getting a bad connection. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
She's pulling some shit there. I don't know what the fuck that's about.
Oh,
She just sits right back to fucking you. No fucks given for her at all. Well, off you go.
Well. Oh, wait a minute.
Kitty.
Never neglect the kitty.
Yeah. Cute kitty.
Yes. Okay. Now I can go.
feel my brain slowing down. We're barely halfway into the stream, and I'm feeling so freaking sleepy. I'm looking forward to taking a break as much as I love doing this.
Yeah, I'll admit I am too.
You gotta stop doing that.
We.
It's like Toby Flenderson on The Office. You have to stop. Oh, look at that big old blood stain.
Huh.
Oh, look at that big old blood stain. Oh, follow the blood trail.
Yeah, this isn't suspicious or possibly leading me to some horrible fate. Look at that.
I love how the citizens of Santa Destroy are just driving along to work like this is totally fucking normal.
This is just no big deal. Wait, am I supposed to go here now?
Could that be? What is a clue?
I can't see a thing without my glasses.
Fucking Steve is like, what's that? There's a clue? Where? The blood! The blood! The blood? Nice eye! Blue must have murdered someone here to show us where that she hid the body.
Yeah, see, my mind immediately went to Scooby-Doo.
Oh, yeah.
Where everyone says in unison, a clue! And then inevitably, at least in the old series, you'd have Daphne lose her glasses, and she's groping
Thelma.
around. Did I not say Thelma?
You said Daphne.
Okay, I meant Thelma. And she's groping around. I can't see a thing without my glasses.
Yeah. My favorite clip ever was the crossover with Johnny Bravo. There's the dead body. When she lost her glasses, right when Johnny lost his sunglasses. And she's there fumbling on the ground. Like, my glasses! I can't see a thing without my glasses! And then Johnny Bravo, my glasses! I can't be seen without my glasses! And they put on each other's glasses, stand up, and look at each other. And then Johnny Bravo rapidly swaps them. That was weird. And they just move on.
Okay, so I don't know, I mean...
Blue's Clues is grimdark, yeah.
This is...
We just found a body.
We just found a body. We just found a body.
Wonder who they were. Oh, that was fun. So,
Checkpoint.
rank 5. Let's shake. As usual, you have the gauntlet running up to the fight.
Travis is all like, hey, where's my army of followers? What gives, guys?
Yeah. Am I a ranked opponent or not? Where's my goons? I don't think the goons actually come with the association. I think they come with... It's like D&D. When you reach a certain level, you just have the ability to acquire so many henchmen.
Yeah. Although, I will point out, I mean, he was kind of expecting to get the mansion with number 10.
Yeah, but he didn't.
Hello.
Oh, hey, it's a mysterious, shadowy figure. Also, the opponents you're chasing earlier just ran.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
They were leading me to this shadowy figure. Oh well, quickly kill him.
What about that dark, shadowy place?
That's beyond our borders. Never go there, son.
Yes.
Dude!
You rule all of this? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Fucking
Okay.
CGI Lion King can get fucked.
I'm not sure if I want to fight this guy or not, because, you know, Smokey here can bust a move.
Yeah, there's only one
I
direction.
mean, I did buy the ability to sprint.
Although
Sprint
you
on the
can
X
only
button.
sprint when not in combat on the overworld. It's to allow you to get around faster without your bike. It doesn't. That doesn't affect combat at all.
Well, crap. Okay.
Because the sprint button is the lock-on button when you're in combat. Whoa! You may want to try blocking and shadow dodging. Just wiggle left stick, let it right while not attacking. There you go, now attack. There you go. Very useful technique. Oh, he did an unblockable attack. These guys are real annoying. There you go. Shadow dodge. Attack. You're a little slow on the attack. You gotta be quicker on the shadow dodge.
Well, if you would tell me to attack before I actually need to attack, then that would make the timing just perfect. See, you're falling down on your omniscience here.
Attack! Attack! Damn it! I think you need to switch stances. You need to stop doing low and start doing high. Blocking low. There you go.
I usually try to alternate between the two.
Yeah, you're just doing a lot of low there.
Yeah, because I was trying to concentrate on a bunch of other stuff.
Well, yeah. Yes. Battery plus, but not max. Okay.
There, now it's max. Dude! Okay, I'm leaving. He's too scary.
No.
Alright, I'll do my job.
You got a stern finger. The people that not come to see Travis go home and masturbate instead of killing the target.
But you know that he would.
Yeah. When masturbation's lost its fun. High attacks.
Well, I don't know until I try.
Yeah. Well, with these guys, always do high.
Well, what?
Start blocking high. There you go. For a split second, you started blocking high right after I said that, as if to...
As if to try to shame you.
Yeah. He's making me work.
Ah, look at this dude!
Yep, he waits until you're, like, within arm's reach and then blips away. Yeah, it's not possible to hit him. I respect you trying, though.
That guy's got moves!
Yep. Look out!
Oh, come on, that's not who I was trying to target, though.
High attacks. There you go. Honestly, it seems like you're defaulting low that occasionally switching to high. I tend to do the opposite.
Most people are stronger with the high blocks than low blocks.
Aha. Damn. Yeah, there you go. Alright, you need to recharge. Run from him. Distance. Oh, there's a box over there. There's some battery inside. See any crates from after? Just run. There you are. You may want to recharge now before you chase after him.
Oh, good call, thanks.
I understand, but alas, it's just not. It's no use! Look out! The world's most telegraphed projectile. There you are. Oh, alright. Oh, alright.
Bunch of Darth Vader
It took me
cosplayers.
halfway through it to settle on what S word I was going to say there. I was like, sweet, no. Swift, no. Slick, there it is.
Yeah. Or
I could do Devil May Cry Smokin' Sexy Style, I think, or whatever it's called. That's like the Triple S ranking in one of the games, I think. I have only played Devil May Cry 1 and 2. I have not played 3, which is the one that everybody says is the best one. Or 4, which everybody says is good. Actually, I think that 5 is now the best one. I don't actually know for sure, though. There are many people who tried to convince me to just play Devil May Cry 5 without playing any of the previous ones that I hadn't played already, but that's not how I work. Something that you'll know if you've ever tried to make a game recommendation to me mid-series is I'm a stickler for continuity. I will not jump into the middle of the series with only some exception. I prefer to start with the first one, unless there's absolutely no continuity between them. Like something like Final Fantasy, you can jump in any title since there's no direct continuity. And in Persona, there's very, very light continuity, so still don't need to do them in order. But Professor Layton and Phoenix Wright are a great example. I had a friend who was trying to get me to play Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton before I had played any of either series. And I was like, this is a crossover game. He's like, yeah, but I mean, I played it without knowing anything about either properties, and I had a great time. And I was like, alright, fair, but I prefer to have context. Yeah, I did play Disgaea 3 first, because that was during a time when I didn't have the opportunity to be as picky. I'll get to that in a second. But, in the case of this crossover, I went and played the original trilogy of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, and then played the original Layton trilogy, and then played the crossover, and that was definitely the right call. In the case of Disgaea, I played Disgaea 3 first, because that was when I was in high school, and I had no disposable income pretty much at all. And thus, I really couldn't be very selective about what games I played. Disgaea 3 just happened to be free with PS Plus. And if it was free with PS Plus, it didn't matter where in its respective series it was, I gave it a try. Because it was a free game. I had family who hooked me up with a year of PS Plus every year for Christmas. And then that was my main source of games the entire year. I'd occasionally get a new game, like, for my birthday, or maybe I'd be able to, it'd be one of those years where I would have got a few months of GameFly for a birthday gift or something. It was still riding on that for a while, and I could rent some games, but my main supply was PS Plus free, and that's how I got Disgaea 3, so that's what I played first. Had I heard about the Disgaea series when I had the disposable income and resources that I do now, I would have started with 1, absolutely. Now, in the case of the Disgaea series, that would be going overboard, but that is rather on brand for me, is going overboard in such cases. Because each Disgaea game is also a standalone story until you hit post-game, and then there are cameos of previous characters, and you still don't need to know their respective stories to get the gist. So, Disgaea 3 is much closer to a Persona Final Fantasy situation, where they're so disconnected, it doesn't matter which one you play first. I'd recommend people start with Disgaea 3, honestly. That's, I think, is the best entry-level title. 1 is just way too clunky with its weapon mastery system. I don't care for that at all. 2 is just slightly more refined 1, without any major jumps. 3, I think, is when the formula was absolutely at its best. 4 adds, I feel, too many complications, and still preserves the skill leveling from 3, so it's still mostly alright, but there's some weird shit, like with the War Room, or whatever it's called, that I find annoying. I'm going on a Disgaea rant, forgive me, all of you people who do not care about Disgaea. I'm so sorry, but, Disgaea 4 got too complicated, I think, in a few regards. I love all the layers of Disgaea, but Disgaea 4 added a few things that just didn't make sense to me. Disgaea 5 is more of the same problem, but they also ruined the skill system, but has such a great cast of characters, such a fun story, and such a great core experience, I can forgive that. Disgaea 6 I dropped because the core system is completely balked, but that's a story for another day.
Well, if that is a story for another day, are we ready to continue with
I think we should,
story?
Yeah. Forgive me if I slowed things down, I didn't realize I had.
No, you're fine.
I love this
Why
shot
we're
right
here,
here.
what the hell?
That's so cool right there.
What? I repeat.
Not that thing in the middle of the road, but the road itself and all the windows.
Yeah, the road itself is gorgeous, but what the... Okay,
At last. Doctor, it's time. Wake up!
What?
It's the doctor.
What? 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 What?
Yeah.
What?
Good undulation.
What?
Good undulation.
What? What?
Lose the bowel control.
What?
Lose the bowel control.
What?
The 5th ranked guy?
Yeah.
What?
Been waiting for you.
What? You certainly sound like you're up for a fight.
What?
Sorry, Gremlin's chat. But yeah.
What?
All right then, here I come.
What? What?
Disaster blaster.
What?
Disaster blaster charging station ignition ready.
What? Assassin.
The word
assassin.
The word just means flashy killer in this world.
This is where Travis wishes he had a gun.
Mm-hmm. Look at how elaborate.
Cycle ratio? Activate cell pit? What?
There's so many
What?
layers on top of this here.
What?
Hey, speaking of incredible complication,
What?
I'm looking at this and I'm like, this must be what it sounds like when
Trinity Pistons?
a Disgaea
What?
player is telling you all of the things they did to build their one character.
What? 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 What?
That's a bit too many whats. Look out, he's got a virtual boy!
What?
No, that's genuinely a virtual boy on his face.
What? 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 What?
Animation.
What? What?
Here it is.
What?
Wait for it. There it is.
The hell? Okay. Awesome entrance, but...
Travis touchdown, is it not?
Son of a bitch.
The shadowy guy you were chasing.
Fucking snatcher.
Fucking snatcher!
Dance with me, Travis.
A katana. This is getting interesting. What do you go by?
Henry.
Henry?
Your instincts serve you well. I
don't know who you are or what you want, Sir Henry. Where are your manners?
Oh my god.
That was my kill, you naughty boy.
Oh, geez, I thought my Scottish accent was bad.
And don't hate me if I play a tad dirty.
Fine
Oh, it was
by
Irish.
me.
Shit, I can't tell the difference. I'm one of those.
I'm not gonna claim that I can.
Oh no.
Okay,
Well, you did it. You beat
I-
him. Congratulations on the win.
Yay, I'm seeded. Okay.
You got automatic rank S for damage taken.
Awesome. Yeah, I took no damage in that fight.
In the cutscene.
So, okay. I guess this is happening.
Well, that's the stream. Thanks for coming by, everybody. No.
Yeah, smoke them if you got them.
No. I think since we're only just past the halfway mark, we've got time to shoot for the next opponent.
Isn't Henry the next opponent?
Oh, you think so, huh? Push the A button.
I mean, logically. Oh, wait. Silly me.
Stop right there! The fight is over! Travis, you are now ranked 5th.
But we haven't even... We're just getting started.
Perhaps
My
you
murder
forgot
boner's
these
rock
dice are
hard
an official
still.
game. If your opponent dies for whatever reason, according to the rules of conduct, it is your win.
That's fucked up. That's the stupidest rule I've ever heard. This guy's mine.
Throwing a
You just
tantrum.
want me to let him go, bitch?
Oh my god. She recoiled from his breath.
Rules are rules. You can't have what you can't have.
Whatever. But this dude says he wants to fight, and ain't nobody gonna stop him. This ass clown right here is...
Who?
He buggered off.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Brave
Mr.
Sir Robin ran
He
away.
just jetted.
Sir Henry motherfucker. He just jetted.
Sorry, save that aggression for your next match.
Bravely ran away, away.
Who the hell was that guy?
When danger reared its ugly head, he bravely turned his tail and fled. Yeah, and she's kind of wondering as well, apparently. Although I will say, you know, all told, that was beautifully built up and perfectly timed.
Yes.
Because it allows for that shift to just kind of break things up and make sure that it doesn't get too comfortable and keep things interesting.
Yeah, that's, I think, the whole purpose of Let's Shake is to just break the routine for a minute. Many have joked, oh, well, I guess Suda decided he didn't want to do this boss fight, but no, he had ideas for this boss fight, and he ends up using them in No More Heroes 2, for a different boss. But it was important to have this pace breaker.
Yeah. Cinematically speaking, I think that was done perfectly. Again, if I were Travis, I would... Okay.
Hi, this is Diane from Beefhead.
Oh, hold on. It's Diane, my beloved.
Returning one of our videos. It's titled, Air Force One, the First Lady Returns to the Mile High Club.
Mr. Touchdown.
That was a pretty simple one that time.
Registration is complete. As of today, you are officially the 5th.
Oh, it was the United States, not worldwide. That's right. Worldwide is No More Heroes 2.
You are on the fast track to the top. Keep it up, and good luck.
Yeah, I get the impression... 400,000, okay. I get the impression that the association initially, they just mashed like 100 or more paid killers and like just had them kill and hunt each other down until there were about 10 left.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out there were 11 left, but fine, what the hell. And I mean, since each time one of them fights, one dies, obviously they didn't fight each other to acquire their current ranking. They just fought until they were like, you know, I think I'm good right here.
Yep.
And so you can have somebody like at a higher rank who ultimately is less dangerous than someone of a lower rank, like Destroy Man, for example, just because people are like, no, I think I'm good. I think I'm going to stop fighting now.
Yeah, Destroy Man,
Hey, girl.
I was going to say something and then I saw a cat.
Yeah.
And Destroy Man just disappeared from my head because really he's not worth taking up valuable space in my head that could be occupied by a kitty.
Especially a cute kitty like Jean.
Yeah, Jean's a good girl.
Yeah. Alright. So, off to make more money.
Yeah, you're going to need 400k. New
That's
part-time
all right.
job available. Also, you should really go to the Beam Katana upgrade store.
Yeah.
I forgot about that because you got some military secrets that you need to give to Naomi.
I had thought about that last time around, but I really didn't want to take up more time before the big fight.
Mm-hmm.
I retroactively put that in quotes now.
Yep.
No. Am I not headed towards the Beam Katana?
No, you shouldn't have U-turned there. You were heading the right way.
But the Beam Katana is behind me.
Go around the bend, turn right. Circle around here. Do that opening there. Nope. No, not the alley, the gate. Down that way. Down, right, there, through there. Holy crap. Okay. Also, there's a dumpster over there you haven't opened still.
Dumpster.
Only immediately in front of your face. Oh, it's a t-shirt.
Sweet.
Ah, good. It replaced the one that I wanted to wear.
That's neat, though. I don't know what it means, but it looks neat.
Okay. Anyone who knows what that means and would like to put it in the comments, please feel free. I have no idea.
I could look it up, but I'm tired and I don't want to bother.
Don't worry about it. The important thing is, I'm about to get a katana upgrade.
Where the hell did you get this? I swear, you can get your hands on almost anything these days.
From this very beautiful young lady with the awesome hair.
Scares me to think a thing like this is out in the world. Yeah, she's got huge hair.
I love her hair.
Okay, let's see what I can do with it.
Her hair is awesome.
I'll give it a shot.
I want her hair.
Handed U.S. military secret. I don't. I want short hair. My hair's too damn long.
Well, we can't all be perfect.
Ow, fucking... Find a sitting position that's comfortable over here and is close to the mic, and it's impossible. I gotta hunch over to be close to the mic.
Okay, so...
Aha! Power upgrade for the Tsubaki.
It exchanges the crystal parts inside the beam katana with purer crystals to greatly increase its output.
So yeah, that's... Yeah, energy-saving power-up, they're pretty self-explanatory. I would get both.
Yeah.
Alright, great.
Awesome.
Unless you plan to do a lot of open-world stuff, you don't really need the accelerator, because that's just for finding piles of pocket change while out walking about.
You otaku.
Okay, what do I have to purchase to get her hair?
You can't. Get over it.
Well, people keep talking about the mods in the modding community. Surely there's a mod out there somewhere that can give Travis those magnificent locks.
Well, there's two problems with that premise. One, nobody but you wants that. Two, there's virtually no modding community for this game.
You just live to destroy my dreams.
Yes. No hesitation. You're going to torment me by deliberately playing bad just to hurt me. Then yeah, I want to see your dreams die. It's a fair fucking exchange at this point. I'm going to let
We're all friends, but shit like this won't fly.
Not nobody, I want her hair too. Gremlin, you're a traitor to the cause.
Yeah, I was rewatching Robin Hood recently. Which Robin Hood? The only Robin Hood, of course.
I don't know what that means.
And so when you said that, my mind immediately went to Prince John saying, "The traitor to the crown must die."
Oh.
Traitor to the crown? That crown belongs to King Richard. Long live King Richard!
Long live King Richard!
Enough! I am king! 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 Off with his head! And then the drums.
I forgot that you had that movie memorized. That is impressive.
Executioner, stop! Hold your axe. Okay, I'll get back into Travis. Yeah, I was just circling around
Your nickname
here.
for each other is Dream Killer and Hope Smasher.
Why you come here? Sorry to me.
Don't you hate that when the cat is yowling at the door? He's like, fine, I'll let you in. You let him in. They're like, wait, no, the door's closed. Let me out. I'm trapped.
Rum Tum Tugger is a curious cat.
The foxy Robin Hood, otherwise known as the only true Robin Hood, otherwise known also as millions of furries the world over's sexual awakening movie. No, that's number one. You don't want to do Coconut Collector again. Graffiti cleaning. This one's okay. It'll be over fast. Is the biggest praise I can give it to pretty much any side job is it'll be over fast.
I don't know, man. I'm taking away other people's self-expression. I don't know if that's ethical. Can I just go and kill people?
You have to do this in order to be able to kill people.
Okay.
That was easy. I do generally like graffiti in most cases. like, society TM wants you to associate graffiti with skullduggery and no good doery and such, but graffiti's cool.
Yeah, that's... I mean, it's not that hooligans never make graffiti, far from it. But, come now, there is so much outsider art worth considering and treasure. Much less any number of murals that have been painted over the years.
Sorry, I just looked at Gremlin's brief confession there in the live chat. That's amusing.
Okay, you can apparently survive anything without harm. Unlike that person.
I don't think that person's actually dead.
No, they're not dead, but they flinched and running. The first person was just like, hey! And like stopped the motorcycle with their body. The motorcycle just, boom, stopped.
Hey!
And then they like, hey! Flipped me off and moved on. I was like, okay, well then.
A man has fallen in the river in Lego City! Sorry, that's a meme.
The unspoken rules of Send to Destroy will never change.
I don't know, it seems like you rewrite them every time we talk.
The fight will rage on until graffiti is gone from the town of freedom and lawlessness.
Yeah, that's definitely what this town is.
Eternity is just around the corner. I think you mean death. Your hard work can change this town. The future of Santa Destroy is a town without graffiti. Hard work will never betray you. Hard work will change your future. Kill the god of graffiti. Work harder than you've never walked before. Speaking of killing God, we should do Persona sometime.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know. I mean, I've never played Persona before. I've seen a little bit of gameplay just because I own a computer.
Mm-hmm.
But my understanding is that in most to all of them, you basically kill God.
Well, that's not just a staple of the Persona series. It's also a staple of the wider Shin Megami Tensei series. And it's not just a staple of the wider Shin Megami Tensei series. It's a staple of virtually all Japanese role-playing games ever.
I was paying no attention whatsoever to the instructions.
You need to find walls that have graffiti. No, not that graffiti.
Not that graffiti.
Yeah,
okay.
The ones you can actually clean have yellow markings on your map. Excellent.
Okay.
This is where that sprint you bought comes in handy.
Yeah, I'm glad I got that after all.
Mm-hmm. You know what would be another fun game for you to stream sometime, or maybe even play for a Coyote Learns? Plants vs. Zombies. The original grid-based tower defense game.
Maybe. I'm generally really not into zombie stuff.
Well, it's not zombies in what you're thinking of. It's goofy, cartoony zombies. It's Plants vs. Zombies because you plant cute little cartoon character plants on your lawn to defeat the encroaching zombies that are goofy and wacky and cartoon-like. Other side of the building. You really have a hard time telling what shapes on the map define buildings sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah, you didn't need to just give up on that graffiti. You could just circle the building you were standing in front of. All right. Left.
There. Aha.
Here. Circle it around. Left. I had a lot of false alleys.
Chimney, chim, chimney, chim, chim, chiroo. Shake my hand and good luck will rub onto you.
Alright, let's see if that was enough for gold.
Probably not, but I got silver.
Cool. Doesn't matter that much, of course. You're just here to complete the job once so you can get some kill contracts. The cat is just sitting mournfully in front of the door like I've punished him. You wanted in here! You were yelling at my door!
Now he looks sad.
He does! What is your problem? What?
Poor Tamashi.
There we go. Oi!
Travis, welcome.
Okay.
You must have missed a side job. Where's Assassination Gig 11?
I don't know.
Oh! I bet I know what it was. You need to get at least silver in the side job to unlock all of the related gigs. That's probably what it was. You got bronze in the
oh, okay.
before last.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter much though. That's kill with wrestling moves only. That's kill as many as you can. That's go on a bad and killing spree. Where the
13 it is.
Fucking hell. 11 is probably the third tier pizza butt. Let's do 13.
Yeah, 13 for now.
1,000 per kill sounds pretty lucrative.
May you find your uppercut?
Man, I love the Disgaea series, though. Disgaea 6 kind of upset me, but I'm planning to give it a second chance sometime down the line. I mean, I kind of set myself up to be burned. I was really hyped for it. This is probably the last game that I will ever pre-order, because I pre-ordered Disgaea 6. I got the deluxe edition, which I totally did not need to do, because it came with, like, virtually nothing. It was $10 more. I forget even what it came with. It was so nothing. Maybe a couple alternate palettes, I think. Really wasn't worth it. But I bought it for I pre-ordered it for the Nintendo Switch. And Disgaea 5 ran really superbly on the Nintendo Switch. It ran pretty much flawlessly, except, you know, if you use a move that kills all 30 enemies on the map at once, then the game will stammer for a second and then catch up again. But that's to be expected. A little stammer here, a little stammer there, when doing a lot of stuff at once, that's fine. Disgaea 6 never runs well. Ever. And the reason for this is because they decided to change the art style going from 5 to 6. In every game 1 through 5, it's been sprite-based. In 6, they decided to go for full 3D models for all the fighters. This had widespread consequences across the entire game. On top of having rampant performance issues, just out the ass, this also resulted in them cutting the overwhelming majority of skills, which, if you don't know, is just the name for everything offensive, or even defensive, that any character unit can do. They removed all generic skills, which basically in every previous game it'd be like, here's a list of all the skills that anyone with an axe can do, and there are all these flashy axe attacks, and then you've got sword, and you've got spear, and then you have staff, and all that stuff. In Disgaea 6, there's none of that. Every unit has a small handful of like 3 unique skills and spells, and that's it. They cut out more than half of the visual abilities and functional abilities of all units across the entire game. All because of the change in art style, going from 2 to 3. Sorry, I've just decided that this is apparently my Disgaea event stream, but here we are. But yeah, Disgaea 6 has some outstanding voice acting. Ooh, wow, 1 minute for 50,000, that ain't bad. Although you can get 50,000 for 10 seconds with Pizza Butts, so still it doesn't really compare. Anyway. But yeah, Disgaea 6 has fantastic character design, fantastic voice acting, a decent story that's kind of where I'm like, alright, this is fine so far, but I hope there's some big twists coming, because otherwise it's gonna kind of go nowhere. There's lots of interesting plot threads, but the overall plot is almost by design boring and stupid, so I'm waiting for the major revelation that will retroactively make it actually good. I know that seems like a backhanded compliment because it kind of is. Disgaea 6 main plot is just kind of dumb and deliberately repetitive and silly and dumb. Did I say dumb? But some of the individual character arcs and specific, like, character-specific stories are great. The character writing in Disgaea 6 is really fun. Each character has something unbearably annoying about them, which is common in most of the Disgaea games, but it's a feature of their character that is acknowledged by the narrative, and it feeds into what their arc is, what their struggle they have to overcome is, and how they can become better people, and it's cool.
Well, it's kind of like, I mean, look at Travis in Santa Destroy. You can have a character in a ridiculous world, and it'll work fine as long as you can believe the character.
Yeah! And in Disgaea 6, the character writing is really strong. The overarching narrative is really weak, though, so I'm hoping there's some kind of big twist, but I played the game constantly for a duration of, I think, 2 months when the game first came out, and then just dropped it hard when I just got so disappointed, because most of the time I was playing, I was like, alright, eventually I'm gonna get access to generic skills, right? And it just never happened. And when I googled it, I realized that the game had more than half of what I had come to expect in terms of character building in a Disgaea game cut. I was so devastated I stopped playing, and I never picked it up again. Yeah, stream go... Sorry everybody, we had some difficulties again.
Where were we?
I was talking about Disgaea 6 and how I dropped it after playing it for about 2 months consistently, and then being heartbroken when I realized that more than half of the features as far as character building goes that I come to expect from a Disgaea game were just absent from it. But how I probably will end up buying it a second time when the game probably didn't even deserve the first purchase, just so that I can play it with a stable fucking frame rate and give it the best chance possible. Because I love this series so much. I've played every installment in it that's released, except Disgaea D2, because that one's weirdly trapped on the PlayStation 3, and I really don't feel like trying to dust off my old PS3 and make it run just to play one game. But if that ever gets ported, I'll play that one too.
Yeah, I dig what you're saying about disappointment. Like, thinking on the MCU or Star Wars.
Yeah. Good God,
Yeah.
Disney trilogy. Holy shit, that's so bad. Yeah, apologies to our viewers that we just like 50 times, but at this point, until you unlock the final kill mission, Pizza Butt remains the best way to make money. About 10 seconds for 50 But Disgaea 6 has so much going for it. When I mentioned the voice acting, I didn't get into the fact that it has Sungwon Cho, or as his YouTube handle, he goes by ProZD. He's in the game and voices a really fun, very silly character, who is possibly my favorite character in the game, or it would be if it weren't for a different character. The character that Sungwon voices, that's a free fight mission. The character that Sungwon voices, free fight mission, start, kill until you take a single hit. Oh boy, it's a no-hit challenge. He voices a goofy, extraordinarily greedy king who lives only to acquire more riches. And it's this overwhelming selfishness that's his main character struggle that he has to learn to overcome. But he's such a fucking goofball, and someone really commits to it. It's a lot of fun. He'd be my favorite character if it weren't for the magical girl character, who's actually an ancient granny mage of like 200 years who gets forced into a cute like high school girl body and forced to play the role of the magical girl in order to maintain the power she needs to help the party. And she even has to say stupid magical girl stuff like saying twirl and sparkle in order to use her powers, which is tragic.
Oh man, I can only imagine the gritted teeth and the yearning for murder.
Oh, Gremlin, you're right. The game volume did go up. I apologize for that. Somehow OBS didn't save the settings that I adjusted the volume last time. And when it crashed before, when we had to reopen it, it reverted back to previous settings. So, should be brought back down now. Thanks for letting us know about that.
Yeah.
Would not have even noticed if you hadn't said so, so thank you.
Yeah, it'll be grand when we find out why OBS keeps crashing.
Yeah, that'd be fucking nice. Because they didn't used to do this. We've been streaming for like a year without any major issues, and then it just suddenly started always crashing. I had to get very creative to make sure that OBS crashing didn't mean the end of the stream and separating it out, which was happening for a bit. It was awful. Yeah, in all of our time of like back at the Saints Row Sunday days, we had one time that OBS crashed and forced us to split the stream in two. But since then, it just started acting up all the damn time. I don't know what the hell that was about, or continues to be about. It hates you, like Iago and
Othello.
Othello,
like
okay.
Iago and Othello. Yeah.
Well, I know Iago.
Very much like
Iago is a parrot voiced by Gilbert Gottfried, but I don't know Othello at all.
I have to hurt you now. Okay, actually no. I'm going to show you a production of Othello.
Okay. I can show you the amateur musical made, which is basically I forget what it's called. It's not just called Jafar, but it basically is that. What the concept is, it's basically if you apply the Wicked mentality to Disney's Aladdin.
Okay.
It's Disney's Aladdin retold from Jafar's perspective and rewritten to make him a protagonist.
Interesting. Yeah, Othello is I think it's one of those Shakespearean plays. They shouldn't be teaching Romeo and Juliet in high school. They should teach Othello.
Well, I do find Romeo and Juliet, while it's still beautifully written because it's Shakespeare, I find the content to be fairly waffly.
Yeah, you and everyone else. I don't know why they do Romeo and Juliet in high school.
Why was that the one that took off? He's got so many better works.
I don't know.
Like, bro, imagine if instead of Romeo and Juliet being...
You did it again. What?
Yep. Well, you're closer to them, so it's locking out of them. But, imagine if instead of Romeo and Juliet being a William Shakespeare story that everybody has to read in high school. Instead, it was like Titus.
Yeah.
That would be pretty wild.
But Othello is... Basically, it's a play about betrayal and manipulation and jealousy and how jealousy destroys and gullibility destroys.
They still do Taming of the Shrew and how nauseating it is now. It's always been nauseating, but I'm glad people are more aware of how terrible it is now. I mean, at least the terrible messaging.
Yeah, I mean, why Taming of the Shrew, for God's sake? Again, it's beautifully written.
Yes.
I cannot deny that it is beautifully written. But, and some of the portrayals are exquisitely acted.
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth Taylor was positively radiant when she was Kate. But she was Elizabeth Taylor. She's gonna be.
Yeah. It had way more to do with the actress than the material. Even though the material is beautifully written, it's still about a strong-willed individual having their will broken to be forced to fit a specific role that has been assigned to them against their will.
And then at the end of it, that damn monologue. Yeah, and of all the Shakespeare plays, I mean, what do people just do they just want for Shakespeare to be simultaneously loved and loathed?
I think it's because most educators for decades have not seen the problem with the taming of the shrew because our society is fucking poisoned. Oh, do you want to do a different gig just to spice things up, even though it won't make quite as much money?
Well, I really want to get to the next fight. We only have 15 minutes left, or so.
Oh God! All right, no, next.
And I'm not wanting to be a drag, but I'm really getting tired.
Oh, okay.
But I'm also determined to get this last fight before I call it.
Okay, well, all right.
So
I don't think we're gonna get to and past the fight in 15 minutes, but all right. Even with optimal pizza butt grinding, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Well, maybe not, but I'll get closer with optimal pizza butt grinding. I need to grind the butt.
Grind the butt. Grind the butt.
That's
what people are here for, to watch Coyote grind butt.
Grind butt. Go, Coyote, they cry. Go, grind butt.
Oh, man, dude.
And so the butt is ground.
I just remembered a thread I had a million years ago when we were talking about My Hero Academia that I never completed because we went on to talking about the status of heroes within the society, the principle of no-kill and how that's important to the hero mythos, the various Batman adaptations. I wasn't wanting to get into any of that. What I wanted to say was, in my recent rewatch, I met a villain who I looked at and was like, oh, I guess if Coyote was a villain of this world, he'd be this villain.
Oh. The
villain in question, he goes by Gentle Criminal. And he is a refined tea-drinking gentleman who performs his daring crimes in order to stir the masses. And he has all of them recorded by his trusty assistant, and he puts them all on YouTube.
I'm there.
Yeah, because what he wants more than anything is just recognition. He wants the spotlight. He wants eyeballs on his videos. That's why he's doing it, to make his mark on history. He doesn't even really steal any money. He just performs the heist, gets the hero's attention, defeats them fabulously, and then strides away in style, usually leaving the money because that wasn't the point anyway. He's amazing. He's my favorite villain on the show, even beating some of the real villains on the show, which are also extremely brilliant.
No, not them. Finally, jeez.
Yeah, Gentle Criminal is such fun, and I think you'd really enjoy him if you ever get to watching the show.
Art for art's sake.
Indeed. He also has a very relatable backstory that I won't go into, of course, for spoiler reasons.
Well, yeah, but it's like if you've ever heard of the great bank robber John Dillinger.
You can do it. Pay the entry fee. Go, go, go. So John Dillinger, I take it, was also one who was just in it for the art.
Well, he wasn't just in it for the art. He was in it for the money. He was in it for the anarchism. You know, he is sometimes credited with coining the phrase, everybody just lie down on the ground and remain calm.
Oh, wow.
But on the other hand...
don't drive over the edge. Oh.
When the guy knocks over a police station.
Holy shit.
He robbed a police station.
Oh my god. They have a lot of guns.
Armed robbery. I don't know, but at that point, you're kind of going, okay, how much... There's not a whole lot of money in a police station.
Yeah, that was just...
It's all risk, it's all challenge, it's no reward. At that point in time, you've hit the point where it's kind of, yeah, I think that one was art for art's sake.
Yeah, he wasn't stealing money, he was in it for the adrenaline. Holy shit.
He was doing it to show that he could. Now, there are those who say that John Dillinger died in a tragic shootout.
To the motel. No. Right.
with the Federales.
Oh, gods. Right. Yeah, that wall there, that pale wall.
But those who know understand that his death was actually faked, so that he could continue his fight against the Illuminati.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. And you know what else?
Yeah, what?
Paul of the Beatles, yeah, he died 4 years before they broke up and was replaced by a government-instated fake. These are definitely both real things.
Oh, I think I heard about that one.
Paul is dead theory is infinitely hilarious to me. I highly recommend a video made by a YouTuber, Quentin Reviews, who covered it very well, I think.
A show? Wait. This is a date.
This is a date, right?
Something like that.
Oh, shit!
Why else would I be getting an oil rub?
What?
Someone's rubbing you down!
I'll see you.
He's losing his shit instantly. He is so excited he can't even help himself. He's like, oh, I might get laid. Unga bunga. You should probably swap out for the Anarchy t-shirt.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yes. Alright, I need to look good.
You look good.
I look good. How am I looking?
I'm looking nice.
I'm looking better than nice. I'm looking dangerous.
That's classic. We made that same reference in an old episode of Coyote Learns. I forget which one now. I think it was one of the Shadow the Hedgehog.
I think so. Oh, memories.
While inflicting pain on each other, you decided to turn on me. Freaking conspiracies. Oh, the Paul is dead conspiracy. No, it's so funny though. People like reversing lyrics and trying to read into the walrus. It's so fucking funny. And like, oh, look at the cover artwork. Oh, look at the cover artwork. Well, why is Paul singled out on that one artwork and then walking across the crossing? Why has he got no shoes? Oh, just because he's a corpse. It's a funeral procession, see? Because that guy, he's the funeral director, and that guy, he's one of the attendants, and he's the grave digger. Look at it. Oh my god. I say that guy, so you can look up all the Beatles' names, so I'm gonna get fucking lambasted for that, but whatever. What I know about the Beatles is the Yellow Submarine. That is it. I watched the Yellow Submarine as a kid. It was one of my favorite animated movies when growing up. That is my attachment to the Beatles. If one of their songs was in the Yellow Submarine, I know it and love it. Otherwise, don't know shit. I'm sure they're good in other ways, in other songs or whatever too. But also, here's the real conspiracy theory. None of that Paul is dead bullshit. The real conspiracy is actually the Beatles don't exist. It's just Ringo moving really, really fast.
The Beatles have never existed.
Okay, so hold on. There's Paul, Ringo, and John, I think? And then what's the
and
fourth
George.
one? George, okay. Alright. There you go.
Now, here's something that I am given to understand is true.
Uh-huh.
I haven't done, like, huge amounts of research to confirm this, but it's one of those dark ironies that happens sometimes in life. Most of the voice acting in Yellow Submarine is not the Beatles.
Yeah, I assumed that.
But they were asked to do the voice acting. And they said no.
Oh.
Because they had done a variety of movies before then, and all of them had been terrible.
Oh no!
And they were like, "No,
time.
we'd done like 5 movies with you people, and we got burned on the script every single time. Well, this time it'll be good. No, we don't believe you."
And then the one time it was good, they weren't there. Oh
Yeah.
my god, that burns. They had a terrible cartoon show at one point, didn't they?
Yes, I don't think they did the voice acting for that either, mercifully.
I didn't think they would. But it would hurt even worse if the terrible animated adaptation with the show had their voices, and the really amazing animated adaptation with the Yellow Submarine didn't.
Oh yeah, they did have an animated series briefly. I remember now.
Yeah,
I had a ViewMaster or a Viewfinder, whatever it was called.
Harvey Moisevich Volodar. The longest name of any of the ranked fights. Harvey's fun. He is not actually an imaginary rabbit. He's not that cool of a Harvey, but he is pretty cool.
Well, I'll take what I can get, I guess. Oh, you cannot come over here. Yet I retain freedom of motion.
We should probably go, John.
Oh wait, is there something down here?
I don't think so.
I want to explore.
You don't have ranged attacks. So
I want to explore. There's nothing to explore. Now I'm sad.
We are 5 minutes from our usual closing time. We don't have time to explore.
It's part of my nature not to explore. And so it ends. I love that sound effect. It is so totally
First audio, yep.
Finally
saw that chat from Gremlin.
Yeah. It is so absolutely not a decapitation sound.
What is it? Ah! Yeah. I don't feel shit. And my spleen!
And somehow, even then, I keep going back to my Leben.
Yeah, my life! Which is not a German exclamation in the slightest. Thanks, Wolfenstein. Speaking of Wolfenstein, have I mentioned on the stream about how a while ago I tried to play Wolfenstein the New Colossus?
You might have?
I feel like I did. How I struggled to play it because it was made with, like, mid-2000s first-person shooter sensibility, which was the Call of Duty principle of constantly hiding in cover to regenerate health to kick in, and then pop out, shoot a couple of guys, and then hide while your HP regenerates them again, and then rinse it the entire game. And somewhere along the line, Doom 16 ruined that formula for me pretty much, because it's so much more fucking fun to just bum rush enemies and be rewarded by playing aggressively than this fucking cover hiding bullshit from the old Call of Duties and in Wolfenstein the New Colossus. Which, to its credit, it is a competent example of those kinds of shooters, and I'm not trying to suggest that the style of game design is inherently bad, but damn it, I just find New Doom and the boomer shooters that primarily inspired it, like the original Doom and Quake and other contemporaries, to be more fun. I prefer to run and gun and hop about and blast. What I'm saying is I should probably just play Ultra Kill eventually, because it looks fucking sick. It looks like a ramped up, coked up version of boomer shooters, like even more frantic and insane, with emphasis on Devil May Cry style combo building, which is ridiculous. I mean, the game was originally called, in its very earliest days of, like, early development, I think it was called Devil May Quake, to refer to the two games they were trying to mash together for it, and that's pretty cool.
Is there nothing further down here?
Yeah, in fact, as I remember,
Hello?
Okay, somehow the mic got lowered, definitely, because I'm shouting and I'm barely registering. There we go. But, yeah, the web address for Ultra Kill, to this day, I think is still called Devil May Quake. DevilMayQuake.com. Please do not call Doom and Quake looter shooters. They were just no, boomer shooters, not looter shooters. Sorry, that wasn't clear. Boomer shooters is in shooters that old people play.
The volume tanked on the mic, so
yeah, I don't know why the audio fucking plummeted there, but I haven't been at a normal register for a while now.
Do not hold doors. Well, maybe I will, because I'm an anarchist.
Yeah, no, the looter shooter is like Borderlands. I know what the genre means.
Shooting and looting, hopping and popping. Hello, grasshopper manufacturer.
Yeah, to be a looter shooter, it has to be about the loot, finding the cool shit from all of the shooting. And
Pure
stuff.
white giant Glastonbury.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. It's gonna fill up a bit more time.
Interesting. Okay. Apparently,
why is it giving Nintendo Switch controls? Oh my god, this nakedly displays that this was just a port from the Switch version.
Yeah, now
That's pretty funny.
This is not to say that we're judging anyone's productivities. There's nothing wrong with
Makes
being
more
a
sense,
Switch.
though. I'm a Gen X, not a boomer. Thank you. Well, yeah, that's the thing about the boomer shooter title. I didn't come up with it, for the record, but it is inherently incorrect because the generation that played boomer shooters is Gen X, so Gen X shooter would be more accurate, but it doesn't almost rhyme the way the boomer shooter does, so... Press A... You don't... Get hit. Oh boy, but yeah, I love me some classic Doom. I mean, on the spur of a moment, I might just be in the mood to switch on Doom 2 for a while. I've got access to Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal, but they don't scratch the precisely same itch as classic Doom, so they still are worth revisiting on the drop of a hat. By the way, your sword swing can absorb bullets and will power up your special, so I recommend sword swinging into any projectiles coming your way.
Yeah, but I don't know...
A button.
Give me a moment to remember which one is the A button. Okay.
Continue. Yeah, you can just hold the button. Yes, the minigame's hilariously goofy.
Fumbling for which button is which.
And after you play it here, you unlock the ability to play it anytime you want from Travis's apartment. This is the ridiculous arcade game based on the silly, those are power-ups, you probably collect those. There you go. Based on the silly anime that Travis...
I thought they were power-ups.
No, those are enemies. The flashing thing that says T and W that's in a little pill shape, that's a power-up. The flying colored discs are enemies.
Yay!
Oh, you've charged up some of your special attacks. Swing your blade more. Power up. You are not built for these old shooters. Whoop.
Yeah, I also sucked at Galaga, just saying.
All three of those are power-ups. Oh, you sucked at Galaga. Oh, man. It took a while for me to recognize because I was focusing on the gameplay, but... Oh, that reminds me. I don't suck at Galaga. I was at CC's Pizza a while ago, and I played this somewhat newfangled version of Galaga they have, and I placed 6th at the highest score my first time playing it, so not too shabby. Holy fuck.
Oh, now it warns me.
I'm like, this has been easy shit.
Why am I in space? Why am I shooting everything with my head?
Okay, now this is a little rougher. I really recommend using your blade to slice those beams without plowing into them, mind you. Okay, now you can use your special. Oof. I think that's triangle for your special move.
I don't know.
Sorry, Y. Wrong button.
Okay,
button.
But... Well, you know, by the time that I remember which button does what, I'm dead, so...
Well, you still have your special after you die.
Okay.
It's not Y. Try X. Yeah, it's X.
Yay!
Well, don't just walk into the enemy, then! Oh!
Okay, I do have something to say to you about that, but it's not polite.
Okay. Not on this Christian Minecraft server.
Certainly not.
X button. While not standing in the wall.
X.
That's not it. Got the special charged up. Dying about as fast as the game allows. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's almost like I'm not good at video games.
Stop bullying me for bullying you. Let me bully in peace, damn it. That's my American right.
Okay,
That's a little too real.
That's a little too real, yeah.
So many fucking people be like, you know, it's my right as an American...
Is that X? I can't tell.
No, it's the left button, the blue one.
The left button.
Yep. So that does do it, okay. But so many people will be like, it's my job right as an American to exercise freedom of speech to scream obscenities at you. Well, I'm gonna tell you you're an asshole for doing that. How fucking dare you? You're not allowed. Now hold on, buddy.
Yeah. Somebody criticizes you, they're not taking away your ability to use
your freedom
of speech. They're exercising their freedom of speech.
Yes. Press the X button.
Yeah, which one is that?
The left button, the blue one. I hate that I gotta tell you that every time, but that's only the way it is right now. It took me a long time to learn the Xbox controller after growing up on the PlayStation controller. When I was first using the Xbox controller, it baffled me, and I was constantly looking down at the controller and struggling to understand how to use it. It took years.
This is all abstract. It's not. Okay, apparently I don't have the special attack. Huh?
Yeah, but
well, I tried it and it didn't work.
I don't doubt that. I watched you press it before and it didn't work, but you do have it and it does get activated by pressing the X button. That much I know. Because you've got the blue bar on the right that says special and it's full, so that means you can use your special. I watched you mash it, didn't work. I don't know what you have to do to make it work. Maybe you have to not be in the invulnerability state.
Well, I wasn't terribly invulnerable when I died.
No, I mean,
when
when you were flashing like that, that's after you respawn. You have some grace frames. Okay, Zoomer. Okay, I'm not sure what that was in response to because it took me forever to find that in the chat. But I'm not actually a Zoomer, by the way. I'm a filthy fucking millennial. I have Applebee's blood on my hands.
And I think it's very strong of you to admit that on a public forum.
I'm not apologizing. I'm very proud of murdering Applebee's.
Oh,
I'm
that's
not
what
guilty.
you meant.
I'm not guilty in the slightest. I revel in the death of Applebee's.
See,
I have killed multiple businesses personally, and it gives me a sexual thrill, actually. Now that you mention it.
See, I thought you meant that some of the blood that was harvested by Applebee's was on your hands.
No. I have killed Applebee's with my own two hands, and it did get me off. I've also killed the diamond industry. I've killed virtually every other dining restaurant that boomers used to like. And I've killed their hope in the new generation. I personally suffocated the next generation's hope in my hands and watched the light die out of their eyes. It was really fun.
Little Sylvia has done herself up quite well, I must say. My skin is so silky and smooth.
Now,
okay, now she's just tormenting him.
Charisma makeup artist from Japan gave me like the most incredible
color gradation. Okay.
I really hate how she says "dondaki, dondaki," like some stupid.
Like some stupid bimbo. Wow, you suck.
Today you are going to win with
2,000% certainty. I think it's the first time she's predicted your overwhelming victory. Oh my god!
Yeah. No wonder he's walking funny.
Yeah.
And head for the Garden of Madness.
Travis, heavy breathing. Go for it.
Walking like a pirate with a peg leg. Yay, I got a trading card.
I am amused that there was no comment from the chat for my deranged ramble about the sexual gratification I gained from personally murdering everything that boomers have ever accused millennials of killing.
Well, I don't know. For me, it's like Generation X was accused of any number of things, And it's like, maybe?
Sadly
but...
driving right now. Well, please don't crash just to comment on my descent into madness, Gremlin.
Yeah, your silence is not offensive.
No, not at all. I was just joshing around. That's a mask.
Travis. Oh, there should be a voice for this. Travis, you will become a powerful master again. But I think I'll book a match for you. It will be a match book. I'll book up matches. But first, a super hot suplex. unload the gasoline, unload the rocket fuel. Remember Satan's Ferris wheel, the double arm suplex. You remember the old professional wrestling move. You know, I do kind of miss the Ultimate Warrior.
The Ultimate Warrior, even speaking as someone who's never engaged with wrestling on basically any capacity, he was something special. I've been able to piece this together from secondhand reports over the years. Every clip I've ever seen of him is just amazing.
He changed the theatrical face of pro wrestling like no one had since the days of Gorgeous George.
Yeah, and interestingly, as I think I may have mentioned at some point or another, Suda51 got his start in video games with a wrestling video game, an officially licensed wrestling video game where each competitor had a different story mode, and he wrote one of them, and he made it shockingly dark, and it upset everybody that it somehow got published. He was very proud of it, though.
But he's most excited being with me.
Yep.
You serious? I wouldn't do that if I were you. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I'm packing heat, baby.
Stop, Travis.
Yeah, there's nothing suspicious about the house full of empty seats or the doors closing behind us.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen and all killers out there, welcome to Harvey Volodyarsky's Magic Freak Show of the century. It'll be a killer night. So let's get started.
Oh, hot damn. Oh, this is beautiful. You are beautiful.
Oh, that reminds me. Oh, no, I can't worry about that right now. I'll just focus on the show.
Quiet, please. What do you know? It's already time for the last program. But you know, today is a special day. And you, ladies and gentlemen, are lucky. So lucky that you might even get lucky. Now, one of you lucky people will be chosen to be up here with me. Who's it gonna be?
Ooh, me. Pick me.
You.
Wow, Travis. This is a night.
Literally had a 50% chance to get him picked because he's one of two people in the audience.
Ha.
He's like, oh, really? Me? You gotta be kidding.
I think he's just playing along.
He is. It's
this
great.
is just so awesome.
What's your name?
Travis Touchdown. Good name, don't you think?
It's a good name, don't you think?
Name indeed. You have your parents to thank for that.
Parents are dead.
Still smiling.
Touchy subject, a question that should not be touched upon.
That's okay. Really, it is.
There, don't let it bother you. Hold on to your hopes and don't give up, my nasty little boy.
Nasty little boy.
I'll remember that.
So you came to enjoy the show?
Damn right I did. I was really looking forward to this. It's the last show, right?
Last show? Did I hear you right?
Oh, you heard me right. Harvey, you're gonna die tonight. Right here, by my hand. Let's close the curtains.
And he says this after he's strapped in.
Yep.
That would be a pity. We still have the main event to unveil.
Playtime is over.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime! On to the grand finale. Now this is entertainment.
Doves. He's fine.
It's killing time!
Oh yeah.
That presentation's so good.
This is so beautiful. I love
right.
this so much.
Alright, one caution I'll offer to you with Harvey right away. Oh, I forgot to recharge for the fight. Whoopsies. Oh, go get it. Oh, okay. There will be multiple points in the fight where you will have to handle quick time events. You will need to be very quick, or it will all be over. This is actually the hardest part of Harvey's fight. Actually closing the distance and hitting him through his combos isn't too bad. Surviving the tricks that he pulls on you throughout the fight, where you have to mostly do lots of crazy QTs, that's the hard part.
Watch this.
Also, I recommend with your current beam katana, just focus on high stance combos, and especially use shadow dodge. Yeah, your beam katana, the Tsubaki, will randomly throw in stunning punches and kicks that might line up for a wrestling move, so just pay close attention to Harvey and press the B button, that's the rightmost face button, when he starts having stars over his head.
Check it out.
Yeah, still.
Oh, yeah, this is one of his tricks. Doesn't change too much, though. Yeah, the scariest thing about Harvey are just his various little gimmicks he likes to pull. His main rhythm of combat isn't too bad, especially if you can dodge the goddamn ducks, which isn't too hard. You see it, you can see it coming. There you go. Nice. B button, darn. Make sure to keep an eye out for those stars over his head and push B whenever you see him, because that's massive. Oh. Just like every other boss, he flashes red, just back off, because he's an unblockable attack.
Yeah, I hit B button and it didn't register fast enough. There you go. Yeah, you decidedly stop doing melee hits. I mean, katana swing. Yeah, well, and unfortunately, rather...
Damn, this health's plummeting. You're doing well.
It's showtime!
Uh-oh, it's showtime. I think that's one of his QTE tricks he pulls on you here.
QTE?
Quick time events. That's when you have to push a button or wiggle a stick when it tells you, so be ready for that. Oh, nope, he's not doing that yet.
Check it out.
Oh, wow. Yeah, once you get hit by the first dub, you pretty much can't dodge out of it. Oh, nope, alright.
Oh.
He's gonna, oh. Yeah, should go get some health. He's nearly gone, but you still shouldn't lose. Oh, the dubs!
I'm holding down the frickin' defense, and it just doesn't matter.
I don't think you can't block the dubs. You have to dodge the dubs. Oh! There you go. Woo!
Yes!
So, he didn't use any of the QTE moves I was expecting, but it might come right here at the end. No! It never happened! What the hell? He never did what he normally does. You got him, though, so well done.
Huh.
It's pretty messed up. And the assistants tie him up.
Well, yeah, they're not his assistants. They're the assistants of number 4.
Yeah. Well done. That split personality is the achievement you got there. Woo! Awesome.
Oh, man.
That was exhilarating, but real swift, so we didn't end up late tonight, which I'm grateful for, because I'm exhausted.
Yeah, oh man, that was magnificent. Also, I got very lucky. None of the quick time events came up during the fight.
Yeah, one of the things he'll do, which I'll mention since he didn't actually do it this time, he puts you in one of those magician's boxes, and then he shuts the door, and then you have to either rapidly wiggle the stick or rapidly mash one of the buttons or alternate between the two. And then the box explodes. And if you're fast enough, the box will open to reveal that there's nothing inside. And then Travis will step out from behind a curtain and the non-existent crowd will applaud. If you fail the QTE, the box explodes, it opens, and then Travis's scorching corpse collapses out of the box, and it's over.
Man.
Game over right there.
The name is Travis Touchdown. Thank you all for coming tonight. I hope you enjoyed the show.
I would also like to thank you for coming this evening. As a result,
Oh, I'm gonna come, baby.
Touchdown is now ranked 4th place.
And the show will go on. I hope to see you all again soon. And have a good night.
So I wonder if the implication is that there is a crowd, but they just can't render it, or if they're genuinely performing to an empty,
I think they're
theater.
performing to an empty theater. It wouldn't be that hard to just have a bunch of generic heads.
Yeah.
Aww.
And they share a kiss while Harvey's mask is in frame. I cannot believe you awed for those two. I mean, yes, but damn. They're sick, but also kind of cute, but sick. They're sick together.
Yeah, and this particular performance also showed that they do have good chemistry.
Yeah.
You know, they improvise very well together.
Yes, by this ranked fight that you start to buy that it's not just Travis blindly thirsting after her, and that she's just completely playing him, but there might actually be something between the two of them that's mutual.
Yeah. And on this note, ladies and gentlemen,
woo!
On this note
Boys
of
and
victory,
berries.
lads, lasses, and all you non-binary masses.
Oh, that's excellent right there. But message from Diane, the love of my life.
Know that the video you returned was a copy of one of our video titles. The best of raunchy amateur interviews too. You didn't seem to copy the whole tape though. It ended 2 minutes into the middle of the first interview. Anyway, please be sure to return the original tape you borrowed. Thank you.
Bizarre,
Good
Travis.
morning, Mr. Touchdown.
Oh, damn, that was a really good shot to get a view of that photo that's right there above his answering machine of a blonde girl in a white dress with a sun hat.
Alright, for rank 3, 450,000 LBs.
Well, probably should go and drop another save, and then we can call the stream here.
And so it is with obvious relief that we save our game and wish you all a very lovely good night.
Yeah.
But but before we go, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our patrons, present and future, with special thanks to Cryptid Rhea, and most of all, special thanks to my personal savior, Laughing Gremlin. This channel could not be what it is without your support. Thank you.
Thanks.
And if you would like to support what we do, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/Coyote de la Mancha. And when you do, please let me know via email or Patreon message if there's a particular color in which you would like to have your name displayed. Alternatively, you can give a one-time gift at kofi.com/Coyote de la Mancha. And finally, a huge thank you to all of you who are circulating the links. The signal boost really helps the channel. Thank you. So, until next time, never reveal your secrets. Never tell the audience the secret of your final bow. And never, ever, ever let them see you sweat. And we will see you sometime again.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.